These are results of faith.
My name is Bruna Paveio. I'm 38 years old. And everything started when I was 13. I was depressed because I suffered a lot of abuse from my parents. And then as I was growing up as a teenager, I met a boyfriend, and his sister introduced me a fast way of making money. She didn't go straight out talking about the prostitution. She told me that it was just dancing. Like you put a pair of bikinis and then you dance for the guys. But you have to do everything to call their attention so you can make the money. Because if you don't do the things that you're supposed to do in there, you're not gonna make anything, and the other girls, they're gonna walk out with a lot of money and you're not gonna make anything. I was very embarrassing myself. You're on a stage and you have like a whole bunch, like more than 100 guys looking at you. And then you have to go down the stage and dance privately to them, to each one of them. So I wanted something stronger to make me feel relaxed, to make me feel comfortable, so I could make the money. So I started with cocaine. They told me to mix the girls. They were telling me, listen, you have to, try cocaine with alcohol. And if you do cocaine with alcohol, you never get drunk. You constantly like high, you happy, and you moving, you holding conversations. And so that's what I did. I started mixing alcohol with cocaine. And in the beginning, it was fun because I was making a lot of money. I was not even 18 years old. I was not even 21, I'm sorry. Not even 21. I remember that when I started working at this bar, I had a fake ID. And after, a couple years just, dancing, you had to do a little more than dancing. I had to use drugs, I had to drink, so I could, use my body to make money. When you're in a business like this, a lot of things happen. It's a lot of fights. Some guys, they tell you that they're gonna kill you. If you don't do what they want, they're gonna kill you. So I used to make at least $2,000, sometimes more, per night. And that time, my mom was already going to church, the Universal Church. She used to tell me, you have to go to the Universal Church. They're going to help you. And I used to tell her all the time, why am I going to go to the Universal Church? The church is only for old people. I'm not old. I want to have fun. Some guys, they used to come to the bar with money. So you had to make them your friend. So every time they would come, they would sit only with you. They would be only with you. And I had one that every time he came to the bar, he used to give me a lot of money. So we started dating, we moved in together. He asked me to marry him. We got married. But all these years that we were together, he used to hit me. I remember that one time we went to a friend's barbecue, and when we got home, he hit me so much that he threw me a huge vase, glass vase, and it cut me right on my shoulder. And that was the time that I had a chance to grab the phone, and I locked myself in the bathroom. And that's when I called the police on him. That's the time that he asked to divorce me because he was having a relationship with my best friend. The girl that was to work with me at the bar, she used to come to my house, and then I found out that they were dating. When my ex-husband told me that he didn't want to be with me anymore, that he had someone else, I took all the pills. That was my first time trying to suicide. And then the second time was in front of the church. And I threw myself in front of the car. The guy got out of the car. He goes, are you nuts? Are you crazy? What are you doing to yourself? And I was sitting on the sidewalk in front of the church for a long time crying. And that's when I was able to walk in. Right there, when I was sitting down, I told God, I was like, if I could have one more chance, because I was young. I wanted to live. I wanted to live, to have a normal life. And I walked into church. I remember that I was a mess. I was so depressed that I was weeks without taking a shower. I stunk. I was on my pajamas. And when I walked in, the pastor that was there, he was very nice to me. He welcomed me. He sat down with me. He spoke to me. Nobody judged me the way I was dressed, the way I smelled, because I could smell myself. Nobody said anything. He prayed for me, And he sat down with me, he spoke with me, and then when I left it different. I left like something heavy came out of my shoulders. And I went home, and that was my first time that I slept. I slept because every day I used to take pills to go to sleep. And that was my first night that I slept all night long. And then when I woke up, that's something that caught my attention. I was like, oh my goodness, I didn't take anything. I didn't use cocaine. I didn't have to use alcohol. I didn't have to take pills. I just slept. And because that caught my attention, I came back. But even though I came back, I was still going to work at the prostitution, you know? I was still at the go-go bars. I came for weeks and weeks. And then I realized that I wasn't making money anymore. I was very stiffed at work. And right there was God talking to me, because I felt embarrassed. I couldn't use the drugs anymore. I was like, there's something wrong with me. I started thinking, I was like, there's something wrong with me because I'm coming to work, I can't drink, I can't use cocaine, I'm not making money, I don't want the guys to touch me anymore. I was already giving my offering, I was already giving my tithe and everything. I was still praying to God to bring my husband back because I wanted him back. But at the same time, I had some anger because I never forgave him. When I asked him for forgiveness, I felt that that was the one thing that I was missing to come out. And from there, you know, the campaign came, and I told God, I want to receive your Holy Spirit because I want to have this brightness that I see in other people here in church. I want my salvation. After I came out of the altar, I came out different. I was smiling, I was crying. I wanted to the day that I received the Holy Spirit was the most, like today I'm married, but there's nothing that will fulfill the happiness of you receiving the Holy Spirit because of everything that I went through. Nobody could help me. I was a prostitute. I didn't believe in myself anymore. I thought I was made only to use my body. I was sleeping with, you know, tons of guys every day. I felt like a dirty person. And when God accepted me, that was it was very special because I didn't care about nobody else accepting me. God accepted me, and that's it. At that moment, I started believing in myself. I didn't feel dirty anymore. I started calling all my friends. I wanted to tell them the experience that I had. I wanted to tell them, listen, God, Jesus is alive. He's living inside of me. And what I'm feeling, I want you to feel it too. I wanted to go and tell everybody to come to church, you know, bringing people to church, evangelizing. And I was not embarrassed of anything. I just wanted to tell them the happiness that was inside of me. I wanted them to have it too. And then I learned that I had to, you know, start praying for God to bless me with someone that would respect me, someone that wanted to be together with me in the presence of God. So I met my husband. We were dating for 1 year. When I talk about dating, there's nothing to do like we do it out there in the world. No, we're doing everything on the right way. And then we got married. And today I've been married to my husband 8 years. The marriage that I have right now, I can't compare to the marriage that I had. You know, we don't need to use drugs to make each other happy. I sleep well. I don't have to use my body anymore to make money. My husband is also a man of God. Campaign after campaign, you accomplish something. 7 months ago, I bought a house. And it's not our house. We bought it as an investment. We're already looking for our second one. Probably by next month, we're gonna be buying our second home. There are so many things happening at the same time, that sometimes I look at my husband like, where all this coming from? But we know where we're coming from. It's coming from everything that we've been, of the partnership. We have a partnership that's God. We just came back. We had a privilege to go to Israel, and we're going to keep going because there is a lot more to be accomplished.